Booze said you still owed him a delivery.
Good grief, don't give me that sob story. Do you have any idea what Booze just demanded of me?
No idea, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
He wanted spider eggs. 3 of them.
And?
And you haven't got a clue, have you? Those things are bloody poisonous. He could kill the entire camp with 3 eggs. Actually, I thought you were joking, and now you show up.
Do you think he's capable of it?
You'll only find that out if he gets his eggs, and I can do without that. But you give me an idea. Firebird eggs look exactly the same and are absolutely harmless. If you want to get to the bottom of this, you could perhaps plant them on him.
I'll get the 3 Firebird eggs for Booze.
Good, you do that. I can't wait to see the result.
Tell me about the pirates.
Aye?
What do you know about Red?
Him? Nothing really. Except that he's a piss-poor pirate. You also can't wangle anything out of his pocket either. He sets sail with us from Tacarigua. I wouldn't pay him any notice. He's one rat among many.
Do you also see the black mist above the water?
No.
That's fine then. Sadek just sees an illusion.
That's probably the rum.
No. No wrong images, Gucho. Sadek can see. Sadek sees the other side. Rum is only for the mind.
What do you mean by other side?
Here, drink this, and you will understand. With this, you'll see the world through the eyes of a true warrior. All you need for defeating your opponent is right before your eyes.
Oh, really?
Only the right stuff will stir up your senses, Gucho.
I could use someone like you on my crew. You seem to know a lot about potions.
Sadek would like nothing more than to sail to sea again. But Sadek must stay. Booze needs Sadek here. Sadek has much to thank Booze for. Booze saved Sadek's life. Now Booze is having a hard time. His spirit is in a fog. Sadek cannot leave Booze until Booze sees clearly again.
Booze isn't quite with it.
Gee, that's why Sadek stays until Booze can see clearly again.
You can really put it away, my friend.
Rum is healthy and dispels evil spirits.
Well, when you put it that way.
Ah, look at what the floodwaters brought in.
Another fucking weirdo.
I hope you have gold in your pockets. Interested in doing some business?
What kind of business are we talking about?
Ah, I see you know how to grab an opportunity when you see one. Listen, I'm looking for someone who can get me something.
Let me guess. That someone is me.
Well, you seem well-traveled, and the task is a no-brainer for someone like you. All you have to do is go to Antigua, find my brother Flynn, and remind him of my inheritance.
Why didn't you remind your brother of the inheritance?
Never got round to it. It's a long trip after all.
Are you scared of long journeys?
Shut up, I'm not afraid. I don't need to be afraid. I bet I can teach you a few things.
About the inheritance. What exactly is this heirloom of yours?
Oh, nothing special, just an old bauble.
Old bauble. Right.
It has purely sentimental value for me, you know?
Where should I look for Flynn on Antigua?
The last I heard from him, he'd taken the warehouse.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, do that.
What am I getting out of this?
Not to worry. I'll make it worth your while.
We'll see. I'll travel to Antigua and talk to Flynn for you.
Great. But don't let him get away with not giving you the heirloom.
Trust me.
All right. I'm counting on you.
Do you do anything else besides shady dealings?
I pass the time throwing knives. It frightens the rats away.
Right.
I always train late at night, until after midnight. If ever you fancy a game, let me know. I always like throwing for a few coins.
What can you teach me?
That depends.
Let's trade.
All right.
It's useless without the right key. Let's see. He secretly created a glass statue. He sent it to Antigua, but it smashed while it was being unloaded. So I should have a look around the harbor of Antigua.
I better not let you out of my sight. Please excuse my curiosity, but are you new here?
I landed recently.
Ruinus eminentibus musculi emigrant.
What?
Just a little exercise in the language of scholars.
Do you suffer from a speech impediment?
Well, I could ask the same of you, but I will explain. I once served on a galley of the Inquisition. A slight mishap aggrieved my captain, however, and now here I am, always ready to lend a helping hand to those in need.
What are you working on?
Well, I think my expertise in local fauna would bore somebody of your type. At present, I'm working on a manuscript about Camellia sinensis, which grows in this area. Sadly, my last specimen of the plant died due to somewhat adverse conditions.
Do you need help getting the plant?
Yes, I do. And with your perspicacity, you're practically predestined to take the job. It grows in high elevations, and it is impossible for humans to obtain. But I have a solution up my sleeve.
Yeah? Let's hear it.
So I've awakened your interest. Excellent. Attentive listeners are always welcome.
Come on, get to the point.
I have a doll from the natives here. With it, the user can turn himself into a parrot. That creature's ability to fly means that high elevations no longer pose a problem. Would you be willing to be my guinea pig and use the doll to acquire the plant?
How did you get the voodoo doll?
Well, a native spotted me during one of my expeditions. In order to demonstrate my good intentions, I shared my food with him. He gave me the doll in exchange.
Right.
Regrettably, a polite demeanor is not prevalent among the local pirates, so it's not surprising that the newly established trust was soon lost.
Give me the doll. I'll get you the plant.
Superb. Here, take it. I recommend you search the rock plateau south of here for the plant.
All right. Is there a more exact description of where I can find the plant?
Well, to put it simply, do the following. Follow the path that leads into the jungle here, and then keep going in a south-southwesterly direction as much as the terrain permits. Once you reach the hollow of the natives, you'll see several rock plateaus. Look carefully at the cliff face on the left. There should be a structure built by the natives there. In order to get to the structure, you'll need the doll. But be careful, I don't have another doll.
Can you teach me something?
Can I teach you something? Yes, I'm fairly sure I can.
Show me how to negotiate a better deal when trading.
With pleasure.
I still have a few questions.
Ask away.
What do you know about Keeler?
Well, both the island and the people of its native tribe are known as Keeler. You'd think that would get confusing. Its climate can only be described as tropical. This is also reflected in the diversity of its fauna. Nature is on display in its most beautiful form here, as you can see from my friends, the parrots.
How do you get on with the pirates?
Well, it certainly couldn't be called a peaceful coexistence, but as long as someone helps those louts fight off scurvy, they'll leave me alone. Also, Booze is keeping an eye on me. It's a thoroughly satisfactory arrangement.
I want to know more about the natives.
I believe that they are second to none of the other native tribes. Like the other tribes, they practice all kinds of voodoo, and their social structures are quite similar. The fundamental difference is that they worship some sort of primitive god. I hear they call it the Oracle. Unfortunately, I can't provide you with any substantiated information on that subject.
After they'd fought their way through these intractable lianas, they took one of them to the west coast of Calador. It was a reminder of what their weapons had achieved, and served as a lucky charm. Interesting.
Wamba,